our session on labor productivity, comparative analysis. I'm Professor Esira, and today we will cover productivity. We will focus more on labor productivity and how it can help us to compare productivity over time. Okay. So we're going to start how do we define productivity in operations management? So in operations management, productivity is about efficiency. How efficiently are we transforming raw material, what we call input, such as labor, material, machines, and capital, any input that we can think, how do we transform that into output being goods and services? So typically we have three types of productivity. We have what we call partial productivity, and then multi-factor productivity and total productivity. Partial productivity is when you use only one input. It could be labor, then we're going to call that labor productivity. It could be capital, or it could be machines. Multi-productivity will be when we use more than one input. So we're going to calculate, for example, a multi-productivity that will include labor, capital, and machines, or labor, capital, and usually overhead, and so on and so on. Total productivity will be if we take into account all of the input that were used to get the output. Okay, so next here, we're going to talk about productivity measures. How do you measure productivity? So overall, productivity is the output that were produced divided by the input. So if we were to calculate partial productivity, is going to be the output produced with just a single input. The example here is the labor productivity, which is going to be the outputs produced, we divide only by labor. Only labor is taken into account here. Okay, so we're going to move here in our case, right? Our case today, where at Multimedia Incorporated, we have two workers who edited 66 video in 8 hours. So to calculate labor productivity here, we're going to divide the 66 videos that were edited divided by 2 workers times 8 hours. So we have a 4.1.25, which is about 4 video per worker per hour. That's their productivity. Their productivity is 4 video per worker per hour. So now, staying with the same example of Multimedia Incorporation. So let's say the week after that, the same two workers edited 70 video, but it took them 9 hours. So we're going to recalculate productivity now for that week. So we take 70 videos that they edited, we divide by 2 times 9, which is here 18. So 70 divided by 18, we get 3.88. So the question now is, what week were more productive? We can see it. The week before it was 4 video, and this week is 3.8. So we can say that the previous week was more productive than this week, but by how much? That's where comparative analysis comes here. So when we do comparative analysis, we use a concept, a model here that we call productivity growth. And the formula for productivity growth is we take the current week minus the previous week divided by the previous week times 100%. So in this situation, we're going to take this week productivity 3.8 minus the previous week divided by the previous week again. So be careful here. And we have minus 9.75, which is almost minus 6. So we can see that productivity decreased by 6%. So labor productivity growth model, or the labor productivity growth formula, help us to calculate this, and that's really important. So in summary, we learn how to compare productivity over time. from last week to this week, and we can actually quantify the change in productivity using the productivity growth formula. So thank you for watching, and I will do another video on multi-factor productivity so that we can also see how we can perform the same type of analysis. Bye bye.